BeekonRBX, also known as Beekon, is really weird. To the way he moves or the way that he talks, you can quickly assume that he's just a bot. But he isn't. I was playing natural disasters and it was pretty late. So I was thinking of going to bed, but that's when Beekon joined my game. But before I tell you the story, we have to go back in time to when Beekon firstly created his account. Beekon would create his account on 31st of August 2024. His Roblox description was just follow me. It was on that day that he chose his iconic blue color. As you might have guessed, there's not a lot of things known about Beekon. The only real things known about Beekon are the games he played, because in some of them, he got badges. Beekon would actually beat the tutorial of Pizza Frenzy, and a bot could not do that. It actually takes effort and you actually have to think about what you're doing. Everything was going good for Beekon. That was until September 9th. On September 9th, Beekon would create his first Roblox game, which would have been fine, except what was found in the game was disturbing. Okay, what was this game exactly? I didn't know until I found out. Why did you do that? Was on a floating brick in what seemed like to be a cave. It was not the only thing I found. Here was every message I found, and they just confuse me. The next game, Place 3, would not answer any of my questions, and it just made more questions. Like, why would someone create this? For what purpose? The next game, though, Place 4, would answer some of my questions. Beekon died? Not only that, the date was written too. September 9th, 2024. He was, and then something I can't read or can't distinguish. Beekon disappeared for 5 days, but when he came back on September 14th, 2024, I ran into him while playing Natural Disaster Survival. I can't recall what exactly happened on that day. It all just happened so fast. I was just playing, minding my own business in natural disaster survival like in any other day until Beekon joined my game. And I didn't pay much attention to him. After all, he was just a blue bacon. But he was different. He talked pretty weirdly, and his movement wasn't doing him any favors. He was walking around like a bot. However, he would react to certain things. If something interesting was currently happening, he would react to it, and he would react to it in a weird way, but He didn't talk like a bot, it seemed very human, like there was a human input. That's how this video came about. He was just acting really weirdly, and when I looked at his account, it just made sense to make a video about him. On September 14th, something interesting happened. Beekon made another game. There is nothing wrong about the game, but the context does matter. And in the context of Beekon, this game is weird, but in it of itself, it's just an ordinary game. The same can't be said for Meruit. At first, you might not recognize it, and don't worry, I didn't either. But it's just a basic obby, but it's a lot darker. There's nothing different about the obby, but you just can't see. Besides lighting changes, there is a whole new platform that goes on for basically forever. I didn't have the time to see what is at the end. I don't know how far it is, but I've walked for a few minutes and I didn't reach the end. I'm not sure if there's an end. The title and description of Meruit makes this game pretty creepy. Here's the translated title and description. Before I continue with the video, I should mention all the chat logs.
Help. Push.me. Help.me.
That would have been the end of the Beekon story. However, it's now 8 days later and more information has come out. Beekon's account went radio silent, and I wouldn't blame you if you assumed that was the end. I thought so. A new account was created. BeekonRBX2 would be created on the 19th of September 2024. This account is really new and there's nothing really on this account, but the about page is interesting. It says worse than first, got hired because Beekon 1 wasn't good. Let's go back to the original Beekon account. It now says follow me. PS. Don't tell me how to work. Beekon would go on a rampage. One day he just snapped and he would create countless games, one after another. The story of Beekon isn't done, and it won't be done for a long time, I presume. This video took me so long to make for a reason. Every time I got more information on Beekon, more information would come out, and I had to add more to the video. In the description down below, you will find a Discord link. There, we will be trying to find more information about Beekon, while also trying to get screenshots and video recordings of him actually playing, for example, Natural Disaster Survival. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.